Good morning, viewers. As you can see, it's another rainy and misty morning here in Bayern. And I was driving today to go to an area called Hinterriß. I've been there in the past. And I wanted to go there and photograph the autumn leaves on the trees. It's a nice valley in the mountains. So today I was driving through and I saw some mountains in the mist just behind me. And the nice autumn leaf colors, as I said, on the trees, and I thought, okay, I will stop for a photograph. So I have two objectives for today. The first one is not to get very wet throughout the day, so to stay relatively dry. I've got my umbrella, I've got my waterproof jacket, so I think I'll be okay. And the second one is to try and find some relatively intimate scenes with the trees to photograph, because as you can see the sky is completely featureless, so we're not going for grand landscapes today, just for closed scenes, trees, branches, leaves, we'll see, mountains in the background. Anyway, we'll see. So these are the two goals for the day. Hope I'm gonna get home tonight or in the afternoon relatively dry and with a couple of nice photographs in the SD card. So I'll drive on now and need another 45 minutes or so to get there, and then I'll talk to you again. See you soon. I don't know if you can hear me, but I found a really nice spot here with the mountain in the background and the river in the foreground. So I thought I will stop and take another photograph. And so I'll go back to the car, get the camera, and I'll show it to you. I've set up the camera, but this is proving to be a more difficult shot than I had expected, because I have the leaves which are very close to me, just above the camera, and I want to use them a little bit as a frame in some parts of the photograph. And then I have the river, but there is a lot of obstruction between me and the river, some branches, some very thin tree branches without any leaves, so they're not that beautiful. And then of course it's the mountain in the background, the sky. So 2-3 centimeters difference in how I position the camera make a lot of difference in this photograph. So now I have two potential photographs. I'm going to show you the first one, and then I'm going to show you the second one as well. The first one, I'm going to shoot a little video here. The mountain in the background, the river. I like the river, how it enters the frame from the bottom left of the frame, and I just have very few leaves at the top as a framing at the top of the picture. And this was the best compromise in order to get the river to enter the frame where I wanted it, which was as low as possible. It's one of the most beautiful days I've seen here. The light is very soft and it's not raining. The weather forecast was for rain all day, and now at least it's not raining, so that's a bonus. I don't have to carry my umbrella, and the cameras are not getting wet. So yeah, maybe some rain would make it even more interesting, but for now I'm happy with what we have, and we have also some stronger, more directional light, which at the moment is coming from straight ahead of me, so it's not perfect, but anyway. So I'm now going to set up the second shot, and I'll show you that one as well. So this is now, here I've set it up for the second shot, and I'm a little bit lower down than I was before. And the camera is turned a little bit to the right. so that I take I include in the frame a nice tree which is at the right edge of the frame with very nice orange leaves. Frames the picture in a nice way on the right side. And then what's not nice in this one, as you can see, is the river which is entering the frame from, for my taste, too high up on the left side. So what I'm probably going to do, and then again there is a lot of sky here. It's a bit zoomed out as well compared to the previous one. And there's too much sky, and okay, the leaves are nice at the top, but there's too much sky in my opinion. So what I'm probably going to do is crop this at a 1:1 frame. So I'm going to lose all the bottom part, the bottom third of the picture. I'm just going to cut it off, and then we'll see about the top part. Maybe there will be a few leaves in there, just the edges, or maybe even I'll clone them out and there will be no leaves in the frame. So that's the second one, and now we'll move on finally, I hope, to Hinterriß. What a place this is. I'm past Hinterriß now, although still not at my final destination, which is called Eng Alm. And I stopped again because I found some very beautiful trees with very beautiful color, and I just had to stop and take another photograph or more. So I went back, parked the car, and walk a few hundred meters to get to the place where I wanted to go. And I'll just turn the camera around now and show it to you. So here it is, here's the place. I really like these trees. And if we walk a little bit to the left, you will see a very beautiful mountain in the background. Although I don't care much about the mountain, I just want to photograph the trees. So I'll go into the trees now and see if I can find a nice composition. I also have very nice mountains this way, so we'll see. I'll move around a little bit and I'm sure I'll find something. It's 2:30 in the afternoon now and I'm still on the same field, but this time I am indeed going back to the car to drive to my destination, Eng Alm, which shouldn't be more than 2-3 kilometers from here, by the way. And yeah, it's been such a wonderful day today until now. It has rained a little bit, but I'm still dry, as you can see, with my umbrella. Now I have to walk for about 500 meters, get back in the car and drive to the end of the valley, or rather to the end of the road, and then I can walk towards the mountains a little bit. I'm probably going to spend all day here. I was planning to go back around noon or around this time of day, but it's so nice today. Because of this weather, I can photograph all day, which is a bonus, and you don't get if it's sunny. So I'm not leaving until I have taken every photograph that I think I can take today. So back to the car now, and I'll talk to you this time, I'm sure, from the end destination. Although, to be honest, there is one more spot that I know about, which is about 1 kilometer further down, and I have taken a photograph from there in the past, which I didn't take correctly. So that will be a big temptation to stop again and take that photograph. Okay, let's see. Talk to you in a while. I expected, I'm still here, or rather, still not at the end of my journey today. I stopped at this area that I had stopped in the past once, because there is an opportunity that cannot be missed here with all these trees and then the mountains in the background and the mist. This is a photograph that I have to take. So I parked the car at the side of the road, and I'm gonna just go a bit further up to have a little bit of a higher vantage point. I went first closer to the trees to see if it was nice with a nice foreground, but it's better if I just go up. There's a very small hill here, and I hope it's not raining at the moment, so I hope it stays like that for another 15 minutes until I take this photograph. Here it is. The trees at the bottom and the mountains in the background and the sides. Now the trees are a little bit too low, so I'm gonna pull back a little bit. That's where I'm gonna take the photograph. See, if I pull back that much, then I have the road in the frame, and I don't want that. So I'm just gonna eliminate the road and take it there, and then the trees are not too far down in the frame. So after about 7 hours of photographing, I made it finally here, and I'm gonna try now and see if I can find a nice tree to photograph. It's heavy rain now as expected, so I'll see if I can put that in the photograph somehow with the right exposure time, but I'm not very optimistic about that. So let's see if I find a nice tree, and then I'll talk to you later. I stopped at this spot because I wanted to photograph this narrow waterfall which comes down the mountain. I think you can see it in the image. It's very narrow, but it comes all the way from up the mountain. When I passed by 5 minutes ago, there were no clouds, it was not obscured. And now I've set up the camera and I'm waiting for the cloud to go away again. They're moving all the time, so shouldn't take too long. And I'm gonna frame it as you see it now, more or less, with trees on the left framing and on the right framing the waterfall. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a very beautiful photograph. I know I came here to photograph trees and not mountains again, but I don't know, I'm just drawn to the mountains all the time. I find it difficult to photograph the trees, but I'm sure I'm gonna find a nice tree photograph, although I did photograph several in the previous area where I had stopped. It appears I'm a bit out of luck because the clouds keep coming and I can't see the waterfall anymore. I saw it, but you know, it takes 5 minutes to set up the cameras with the rain and all that, and now they're gone again. So I'll wait a bit longer. Okay, so now it has cleared out again, the mist, so I have maybe a very small window, 5 minutes or so, to take the photograph. So I set it up horizontally, so landscape mode. I'm focusing on the trees here because I'm wide open, so this is enough. I don't need to focus on them. I don't need to focus stack here. And now I'm gonna do one in portrait mode as well. I'm sorry, I have the umbrella now between me and the camera and you cannot see me, but it's just how it falls on my head. And here I will zoom in a little bit, and I will lift it up a little bit. In both cases, I'm going to crop the bottom part of the image because it is just grass and I don't need it. So I want the trees to be framing the waterfall, and that's it, nothing else. So one for the trees and one exposure for the waterfall, and the mist is moved in again. So I don't know if that's enough, maybe there. So it's not as visible now as it was before, but it's still there. And that's enough for this. So this is difficult shot to take with these conditions. Because of the rain, and it's difficult to just wait here. The clouds move in and out. You have literally 2 minutes to take the shot. So I think this is it for today. A man can stand only as much rain. It's been raining for hours and hours now, and heavily, so I've had to carry the umbrella, and it's getting a bit tiring. I came up the hill to photograph the valley at the bottom of the hill. It's nice, but I don't have a very nice vantage point, and they're very strict in this area regarding leaving the path. I actually tried to get out, and the lady came and immediately asked me to get back to the path. So now I'm gonna go back to the car, and then I'm gonna head home. This has been a wonderful day today, really. Okay, it's been a wet day, but in terms of photography, it's been a wonderful day. I took several photographs, and this weather, this flat light is perfect for photographing all day. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope some of the photographs are nice, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.